Salutations, adventurers! Welcome to Roll for Felicity, where we play serialized one-shots in a multitude of systems with assorted players. Today, we're playing okcryptid. Oh, something immediately happened. I don't know what that sound was. I didn't even get
I don't
an alert.
see
yeah.
anything on my side.
Oh, there we go. Mila resubscribed. That's what.
I did that a while ago too, so
Yeah. That's really funny. It just played like the tail end of the alert. Oh, actually, since I'm sharing sound, I am gonna turn off my sound alerts. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm a mess. If I seem like I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing. I told everyone earlier, I was like, I feel really scattered today. I don't know why. And then I remembered that I started my day off by taking a COVID test. And I was like, oh, that's why. Which was negative, thank goodness. GJ Awkward Silence, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chaos. We're playing a game called okcryptid, which is a GM-less tarot tabletop RPG where we are playing as investigators, paranormal investigators, who are investigating a cryptid and eventually maybe befriending, seducing, whatever happens, or possibly dying to said cryptid. And we played this game in February. 3 of us played this game in February with the creator Tag. And we had pitched the idea. Actually, Melanie told me it was Mila's original idea. I couldn't remember who it was.
I remember it because we were deciding on the creature, and Mila looked at all of us and was like, "Pissboy," and I was like, "I've found my people. How did this happen?"
So
amazing.
That fateful day, Mila suggested the cryptid be Pissboy, and Tag immediately said, "No, we're not doing that," which is, they're right. When you play GM-less games, everyone can do
And we got
things.
to romance Rocky, so that it all worked out.
Yes, we did romance a squid. But we decided that if we got $10 in tips that day, that we would revisit Pissboy with Sierra, who was supposed to be on that first stream but wasn't able to make it. And we immediately got $5 from Mila's mom. And then $5 from our friend Mace, the patron saints of Pissboy.
Yes.
So that's what we're here for today. So we've been calling it the Piss Stream for the purposes of Twitch. I called it April Showers because I thought that was a little, a little more friendly.
It's cute. It's fun.
Yeah, it's cute. It's fun.
It's flirty.
So that's the legend of Pissboy. So, if you're new here, my name's Taylor. I use she, her pronouns. I'm usually the person running games here. And then also sometimes playing GM-less games like this, where I'm loosely running things. And then, I'll allow my players to introduce themselves. Mila, do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes. All right, chat. Hello, everyone. My name is Mila, and I am also a streamer here on Twitch over at TrollMila. And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram with that, except for on Twitter, there's an underscore in between Troll and Mila. I am non-binary, they, them pronouns. And yeah, I'm really happy to be here. The question, here. Happy to pee here. I'm so happy to pee here. Intimate eye contact. Just
oh yeah, I forgot to say
thrilled.
the icebreaker question. I always do.
Oh,
I was going to
Yeah.
go to that. So if I were to create a cryptid, I would create a giant rabbit with wings, like a Pegasus, but a bunnisus, if you will.
Oh, that's right.
Or a pegabun. No, not that one. It's just bunnisus. It's bunnisus or nothing. It's a bunnisus.
No, pegabun.
No. my own comment. That would be my cryptid. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, Melanie, the icebreaker question this time was if you could make up your own cryptid, what would you make up? Melanie, do you want to introduce yourself to everyone and let us know what cryptid you would create?
Absolutely. Hi, my name is Melanie. My pronouns are she, her. My handle is @LemonyDrews. I am a beautiful queer old woman who loves friendship and likes making jokes about piss, and I'm happy to pee here. If I had to make a cryptid, which when Taylor sent us this question, I thought it might be because my brain is porridge.
Well,
we'd been
talking about makeup. So
we'd just been talking about
sense,
makeup,
yeah.
so I was like, do make up a cryptid? Which the answer to that would be Bigfoot, because I think a blush would just like really make his features pop.
Oh, so you were saying makeup, like a makeover.
Yeah, like, yeah. If I had to create a cryptid, I think I've already said this in a different stream like forever ago, and like I think maybe one of Sierra's streams, that my ideal cryptid is just like, it looks like Cousin It, but underneath all the hair is just a beautiful woman's body.
That's right.
Just a naked woman's body, but like maybe the head's like.
How could I forget? I think I even found an image in like a comic like 2 days later where I was like, this is it. This is
so
her.
funny.
Okay.
And I was,
how could I forget?
Take tried to tell me that that's just a woman with long hair, and that's not what it is at all. It looks like Cousin It, and then you part it aside, and it's like, oh my god. Whoa.
This feels like a peak Halloween costume of taking something innocuous and turning it sexy.
Sexy, yeah.
Imagine
and I
going to a
just
Halloween
imagine
party.
hair. And then just like those the fishnet stockings just
sticking out.
the
Just
hair.
one way.
Angelina Jolie dress where you just stick a leg through the hair.
But out of hair. Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine going to a Halloween party and realizing that one of your friends is completely naked under a giant wig.
It would have to be a friend that you're like, obviously, yeah. I mean, I expected this from them.
Sierra, rescue us from this chaos. Introduce yourself and what cryptid would you make up?
Hi, I'm Sierra, or Super Silly Sierra on the internet. I talk about comics a lot. I'm a comic concierge, and if I had to come up with a cryptid, it would be like a siren, but more feral or more animal-like. And so, or maybe it like from afar it's shaped like a person, but you get up close and you realize it's more like a jellyfish type being that just has like blades and just wants to eat stuff. Like, yeah, something like that. That's it. That's all I got.
I like it. So
That's
what we
great.
need to do is we need to get a manatee and strap knives to it.
Yes.
So here's the plan. We can
Help
make this
them
happen,
fight back.
Sierra. We can make this happen.
That's certainly
Just
dangerous.
imagine like one like horn, kind of like one knife, like at the like
Yes!
just like swimming at you full force.
Oh my gosh. My cryptid, I didn't come up with anything nearly as creative as any of the rest of you. I just love the cryptids where it's like you hear the description and you're like, that's just like somebody saw like a dog. Like there was a dog somewhere that someone wasn't expecting to see, and then they were like, that's something supernatural. So I think my cryptid would just be like a big like possum. Because I love possums, and I think the lore around it would be that it could like talk. And that would be it. It would just be a possum that can talk. And it would just be based on someone seeing a really big possum and being like, I think that's magic. Not that exciting, but honestly something I would like to see in the world.
Talking possum? That's great.
Yeah, talking possum?
Yeah.
That's just my
That'd be
Wanderhome
fantastic.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, so Brian and Bramble.
Yeah, that's just a character that I play. I would just turn my Wanderhome character into a cryptid, I guess.
Can we get a little bit of Mara? Just for my own.
Sure. My Wanderhome character is named Mara Dirtmouth and sounds like, "Hey, what's going on here?" Everybody,
love them.
everybody calm down.
Beautiful.
That's my
I
character.
also just had like a flash of Parmesan Enigma, right? That was also the voice that they did.
It was the rat that told, because you never met Parmesan because
that's right.
he
It was
just
the
dead. It was the
Right.
There's only so many voices I can do. That's what you're. Like,
I haven't met
calling
Parmesan
me out
yet.
for. Yeah, next time.
Yes.
Next time you might meet Parmesan Enigma.
Okay.
Okay, so we're 20 minutes into stream. Let's play the game. This is what it's gonna be like. So, like I said, we're playing okcryptid. The way the game is gonna work is that we are going to alternate between different scene leaders, who will draw cards that will determine different prompts. And I told everyone before this, I have played this game before, but before we played, Tag, who wrote the game, kind of kept things moving. When I play GM-less games on stream, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I don't have to prep anything. So my grasp on the rules is tenuous. But I'm starting off as scene leader. And before we do the first scene, I do have a little thing to read, and then we can introduce our characters. So here is where we begin. Oh my gosh, I just led up to a really good thing and then remembered I had other things I have to say. If you, really quick, everyone in chat, keep the energy of me having a good intro. If you want to help the stream out, you can use !marker in chat if there are moments that you would like to see on TikTok or on Twitter or short clips. You can also make clips, which is great, but if you just use marker, I'll go back later and make a clip of that moment, especially if it's something that's like longer than a minute, because you can't make clips longer than a minute. The other thing you can do is we do have tipping incentives. So is that the right command? No, it's not.
Well, you put 2 eyes.
Why can't I do anything? Why can't I do anything?
Before stream started, we all were talking about how all of our brains are essentially soup, so this is gonna be a good time.
The messiest stream.
Yeah, the pissiest stream. For 200 bits, you can give one player +1 on a roll of their choice. For 500 bits, you can add 1 to our Kiss Me or Kill Me track. If you add 1 to Kiss Me, that means that we're more likely to succeed on our mission of seducing Pissboy, or, various, we have various things that we might want to be doing. And if you add +1 to Kill Me, that means that we're more likely to die at the end of the adventure. So keep that in mind. And then a +1, this is, kind of like with Powered by the Apocalypse games like that, adding a +1 can be extremely helpful. So, all right, so those are the things you can do. Also, be in chat watching, which you already are. Thank you so much. Congratulations, you're helping out in the biggest possible way. Now, I'll read my little intro, and it'll be cool. In places like Las Vegas, where fortunes are made and lost in the blink of an eye, it only makes sense that legends and superstitions are born just as quickly. Maybe that's how it came to be that the legend of Pissboy began. Some people claim that Pissboy is an ill omen, that he haunts the sewers emerging only to seek revenge for the fraternity whose hazing gone wrong caused his existence. Other gamblers describe catching a glimpse of his glistening golden visage right before making it big. Few take note of his perfect pecs or his handsome face, but those features haven't escaped everyone. Friends, I think it's time we introduce our characters for tonight's game. Who wants to go first?
I can. I'm Imogen. I'm 84 years young. I spent a lot of my time down at the Golden House of Nero, one of the big casinos here in Las Vegas. But I live at a retirement home, and I have seen Pissboy, and I need to feed that child, that poor lonely child in the sewers. He needs borscht, he needs a sweater, he needs company. So I will take him in as my own grandson, and I will care for him.
Very good. Melanie or Sierra, do either of you want to introduce your characters, or do you want me to go next?
I'll go. Hi, My name is Hieronymus. I saw one episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I thought I got the gist, and I ran away to the sewers. Um, I'm a scraggly, sort of deranged-looking individual. If you saw me,
Someone describing themselves.
if I wore a Ninja Turtle, my color scheme would probably be yellow. Don't look too closely into that. I'm interested in Pissboy. Just like he seems like a excellent sparring partner, so I'm just curious to find out more.
Wonderful. Very exciting. Also, does Hieronymus have a nickname? I think we discussed one that they might have beforehand, but I don't know if you wanted to go with that.
If anyone wants to call them like Ronnie, you can.
Right.
But like Hieronymus was a chosen name because I was like, Renaissance artist names.
Cool. Sierra, do you want to go last or do you want me to go last?
I guess I can go. I guess I can do it.
Yeah. Jump
Okay.
into the piss.
So I'm Starla. I'm visiting Las Vegas for spring break. I got in like 3 days ago and I haven't been to my room since. I go to San Diego State. I'm part of a sorority, which one of our like brothers, our frat brothers, were telling me about like this golden boy out here in Las Vegas, and I'm hoping to track him down because I have a business proposal for him. Okay, there's gonna be this new show on Netflix. It's called Creepin' with Cryptids, and I think him and I have a good shot if it could team up and just like go to this influencer house, and then I could get like a new position in my sorority. So yeah, that's why I'm out here looking for the golden boy.
This is very good. I love the name Creepin' with Cryptids. And that just leaves my character, Calliope Devlin. And I didn't really do a voice or anything, so it's just gonna be my regular voice. Hi, I'm Calliope Devlin. I work at a pizza shop / sex shop called Hot Toppings. And I also work at the Golden House of Nero as a server. And honestly, I'm kind of just looking for a way out of this, this lifestyle because I have, 2, arguably 3 jobs. And it's just a lot of work. And I always grew up with stories of Pissboy, and just interested in, I believe in him, but it'd be cool to meet him, and that's it. I don't have a crush. I'm just interested.
I said it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I thought it would be interesting. I thought it'd be interesting to meet Pissboy, and that's it. So, I think okay, so I set up all the cards, I believe correctly, in our shared playing card space. And we are playing to 5 in our meeting spread, I believe. So I first draw a card from the investigation deck. That's what I was looking for. And put it in the meeting spread, I believe is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, the Emperor. The first card, luckily, is one that I can just read. I guess all of the major arcana ones you can just read. Okay, so the prompt for the Emperor. Ooh, this is an exciting one. Someone else is investigating the creature with impure intentions. How do you throw them off the trail and ultimately learn from their investigation? Cool. So the last time we played, we didn't really have like a competing person. So does anyone have ideas on who this other entity could be? That we're gonna be kind of working against?
I have an idea, but I can let someone else go.
My mind is empty right now, so
Yeah.
Let's hear it now.
Well, first, thought cops and then was like, no, I don't want to deal with cops.
Yeah.
What if it's like some fraternity that's like, oh, the legend of Pissboy, let's go find him and piss on him. Wouldn't it be hilarious?
Oh, that's good. Sorry, I was just looking at chat and Goblin Mixtape said that she's playing the game on the 9th, and this is gonna be
so exciting.
a way to learn how to play. You're welcome.
It shouldn't be.
You're welcome, and I'm sorry.
She should watch the one we played before because I think that went well.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is gonna be like.
This one's gonna be great. Okay, so I was looking at that. So you said this is like just another person who wants to find Pissboy and piss on him?
I'm picturing like another fraternity.
A fraternity,
like
okay.
that's like, oh, let's go and like do this like as a bonding thing for our fraternity.
Could it be the fraternity? Because Sierra before stream mentioned a fraternity. Do we want to use that fraternity? That
isn't it the one that Pissboy is supposedly from though? That we were talking about?
I mean, that still makes sense though, I think.
It's just a tradition that they go out and find them and pee on them, right? Like it could also be part of the.
But these ones are true believers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Sierra, what was the name of the fraternity?
It was Pi Upsilon was where Pissboy's from, which is PU.
Yeah.
If you break it down.
If you break it down.
And then mine was Pi Epsilon Epsilon, which stands P, so yeah. P rules. In case you don't know. Go P.
Sierra, you have a beautiful mind.
Helped me. All the credit goes to Mila.
Oh, Mila thought of this stuff. Shocking.
Melanie's the one making a piss pod like playlist. I don't know why I'm getting all the flack.
You all immediately turn on each other.
No, I'm not the pervert. They are.
I really like that. I think that's a great idea. So the other person who's investigating is this I keep saying sorority. This fraternity that Pissboy is originally from, according to like the legend. So they are also, it's spring break. They're looking for Pissboy because they want to piss on him. And so the question is how do I throw them off the trail and ultimately learn from their investigation? I think what I'm going to be doing is I think the way that I hear about this is they come into Hot Toppings and they're coming in and like, you know, I work at this like sex shop and people like come in a lot of times and are like really immature about everything. And so like these frat guys are coming in and being like, oh, look at this, oh, blah, 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 whatever. And start talking about this thing with Pissboy. And immediately Calliope is like, oh my god, like I can't let them get to Pissboy and do this to him. That's horrible, you know, like he's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
And so I think what I want to do is give them, like, pretend like I'm giving, because I'm like a local, like I live in Las Vegas, and so I think I want to do is use charming, which I think is my worst. Yes, charming is my worst stat. To give them like wrong directions, like to lead them in like the wrong direction. So with that being what my goal is, and we've established who kind of the bad guys are, what do the three of you want to do to try to help with this? And then after you all decide what you want to do and roll for it, depending on how well you all do, I'll get to add more numbers to what I roll. So any ideas on how we can mislead? You don't have to use charming. You can use one of your other stats. You can do some, you know, whatever it is you want to do to help with, like, you know, misleading them, showing them like the wrong way.
We should also point out, just to remind Mila and let Sierra know, whatever stat you use this time, you can't use the same one in a row. So like next time we have a scene, like if you use curious, you can't do that next time, but you can the time after.
And because I I just remember this because I picked. Someone else to figure out how they're helping, because I picked a certain stat, that means we get to do certain things on a success, I believe.
Okay. I think of the people that Hieronymus sees on a daily, on a regular basis, Calliope is one of them, because, you know, pizza boys won't deliver to the sewer, actually, so they have to go. They're often in Hot Toppings, and I think Calliope probably lets them know that this is what you overheard, and so I think they're going to probably try to do something along the lines of using, like, reverse psychology on these frat boys, and being like, hey, I can throw you around. You got to come down to the sewer, and I'll take you right to Pissboy. Absolutely, come on, just like pulling up like a sewer, opening the sewer grate, and being like, come on, follow me.
You're just like standing outside of Hot Toppings, like holding up,
eating a sloppy piece of pizza. Pulling it away from my face is like cheese is pulling away. Yeah, absolutely. I'll show you where you.
They're inside the shop. They can't quite hear you. They just see you talking and like pulling.
Greasily pounding on the window. Hey, come outside.
Are you using charming for this? It sounds like charming.
Yeah, I'm gonna use charming because it's my worst one, and I think that's fun.
Good. So we're gonna fail this first scene, I think.
Can I use curious to talk like smack to them about their fraternity and maybe just get in their heads a little bit?
God.
Would that work a little? Like,
yeah.
Can we get a little taste of what?
Yeah.
I don't
you might say.
I haven't got that far yet. Hold on.
I need to check and see what you have to roll to succeed. So while you're thinking about that, I'm gonna look at the rules.
It'd be something along like P-U, P-who, maybe like,
Wow.
you know?
Get 'em.
That's it. That's
Get
all
'em,
we got.
Yeah. That feels accurate.
I think if you want to use curious, you can. It does seem like charming as well, because it's kind of like an interpersonal thing to like be talking to them, because curious is more like finding information out.
That's fair.
So, but if you wanted to use that to like egg them into telling you something, like if you were trying to get them to like give you information as opposed to just like intimidating them, like that could definitely work.
Yeah, no, I'm here to talk shit. I'm gonna do charming. We'll try charming.
Okay, Melanie, did you roll charming for?
Not yet. What do I need to succeed?
You have to get to succeed. You have to get at least a 6. Is succeed at a cost. If you get a 9 or a 10, it's just a total success.
And I just roll 1?
Yes. So you just have to get a 6.
Okay.
No pressure.
I think Imogen would also be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. She would be gambling, like, because there's
that's
just
right.
like those like slot machines or whatever, and like every store in Vegas is what I remember. So I think she'd just be there like waiting for her bus, because I feel like this would be really close to her retirement home, Vertigo Village. And she would be so she would come over and she would be there just like, and she hears this and she turns around. You gross little boys threatening to pee on a poor innocent sewer dwelling person. How kids these days, I swear, when I was 15, we would never have said this. This is a completely outrageous. Your parents should be so ashamed. And she's shaking her walker. And this is charming, and that is her best stat.
Good. Yeah, Sierra, let me know what did you roll your charming?
Mine was also.
Did we all do charming?
Yes, we all did charming. I think I have a 1. Starla has a 3, so you get to roll 3 dice for charming. And Imogen also gets to roll 3 for charming. So Karen has seen a little
10.
Yes, I got
Nice.
12.
Nice.
I got a 3, so I think they actually did follow me, and I was just like, okay, I'll show you my pet.
Yeah,
I
like
guess he's not around.
one person follows you. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I need to make sure I'm doing the right thing. If you're helping... I'm trying to see if you get a 1 to 3. Am I looking at the right thing? Oh, here we go. If the assisting investigator succeeds, they add +1 to the scene leader's roll. If they fail, they will take -1 from the scene leader's roll.
Yikes.
Okay.
I actually bring people into the sewer. So that's probably not helpful.
Yeah.
Backfired.
Okay. I think if you help these negative outcomes, I can't remember if the negative outcomes are just for the scene leader or if they're also for the people helping. Sorry, this is the symptom of me should have read through this.
While you're looking, I just want to state for everybody else, because I don't remember if we said what some of the lore behind Pissboy is.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's important to the things that we're saying. So we decided
I did do it a little bit in the intro. So I did say that some of the lore was a potential hazing gone wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, because I feel like I zone out during intros because I'm just like, my friend. I love my friend. This is such a good intro. She's doing a great job.
She's doing great. What did she
So
say?
the actual content.
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's
But I
good.
love it.
She introed the hell out of this.
Yeah.
So some of the conflicting lore that some people think that it's he was hazed and had something to do with a nuclear waste site because it's kind of prevalent near the Las Vegas area, or some people think it has to do with drugs, but pretty much what it boils down to is what is consistent with all of the lore is that his fraternity all peed on him while he was passed out, and it turned him into Pissboy.
Yes. Okay, so I did find the answer, which is that, yeah, each person has their own thing that happens. Okay, so Melanie, you got a 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you fail at your task and suffer some significant consequence. So you don't have a clue card. Perhaps you're injured in some way and you lose a die the next time you roll the trait at which they failed, which would mean that the next time you roll charming, you just don't get to roll. So that's maybe not ideal. Perhaps you draw too much attention to themselves. A card is added to the meeting spread. I think it makes sense to add a card to the meeting spread, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Which I pull from where?
From the clue deck, I think. Hang on. I think it's from the clue deck. So yeah, you can just drag it over to the meeting spread, and then I think it's Z to turn it sideways.
Z?
I think so.
Oh.
There you go.
And that was we're
8 of
wanting
Pentacles?
higher? Are we wanting higher in our
We
hands?
want lower because we want it to be
Okay.
lower than whatever the likes and dislikes end up being.
Right. It's all coming back. All coming back to me
Yeah.
now.
So we kind of already decided what happens, which is that Hieronymus is like, come follow me, and then people do follow you, and you end up kind of showing them around the sewers, kind of inadvertently helping them. Because before they didn't really know how to get.
And this is my beanbag chair, and this is Master Splinter, and this is
Okay, but where's
and this is Bebop.
Pissboy? We're looking for Pissboy. We weren't looking for a beanbag chair and pizza.
Hieronymus looks down as they were mid introducing their rat friends to these these frat boys and just kind of looks forlornly at Bebop, Baribop, and Rhubarb Pie. I was like,
Hey, these rats smell like piss. Let's follow the rats. I think the rats are gonna lead us to Pissboy.
oh
no. But the other two of you got well, Mila, you got a 10. One of you got a 10, right?
I got 12.
I got 10.
Okay, so Sierra, you
Must be
succeed
nice.
in like intimidating some of these guys. So that gets to add. I get to add a +1 to my roll, which is actually zeroed out by Melanie failing. So that's nothing. But then Mila, you also got above a 10. So you are granted a bonus. So you can either add an extra +1 to my roll, which would give me a +2. Or you can draw a card from the clue deck. You can, I think those are usually the main ones. Or you can like get a bonus on your next roll you can decide to do. So I'll be rolling a single die and I'll get a +1 to it as we stand right now. Or I can add +2 if that's what you want to pick for your bonus for embarrassing the fraternity brothers.
Chastising. Pretty
Yeah, there you
solid.
go.
Like, you know, when an old person, they're like, sorry, ma'am. Like, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to give you a +1, I think, if we think that's the good.
Up to you. Taking a clue card would be good too. I think narratively it makes less sense to take a clue card because like we're not really figuring things out about Pissboy. We're more like intimidating other people.
So I think I'm gonna give you the extra die.
So I'm rolling a single d6 and I get to add 2 to it, thanks to Mila. And I got a 5. So I fail at the task but suffer no ill consequences. I rolled a 3, so
Oh no!
it would have been.
I thought you rolled a 5 on the die.
No, sorry. I got a 5 total. I rolled a 3, so the +2 was helpful because otherwise I would have just, suffered a consequence. We would have had another bad consequence. But so I think basically what happens, I fail at the task. So I think basically I'm like trying to tell these guys like, oh, you actually like Pissboy's actually kind of like out of town sewers. Like, not just out of town. Pissboy's actually out of town right now. Pissboy's usually not. Actually, maybe I'll just say that. That's not what I originally was going to say, but it's funnier. Pissboy always, like, leaves the area during spring break because of guys like you. So, I don't actually think you're going to be able to find him. And as I'm, like, saying this, Hieronymus is like, follow me down into the sewer.
Follow me and my piss rats.
So that's what happens, I think. So I failed. So we just added 2 cards to the meeting spread, but didn't get any clues or anything. So we have three more. Mila or we agreed before stream that Sierra could go last for scene leading since she hasn't played before.
Yeah.
So Mila or Melanie, which one of you wants to lead a scene?
I can go first and we'll kind of make our way down. Okay, so I draw from the investigation deck, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, and then I got the Hierophant. Ooh, I like this one. So that is... you discover a crude shrine dedicated to the creature. It seems that someone may be worshipping the creature. Where do you find the shrine and whom does it belong? What does this tell you about how the creature is seen by others?
Ooh, that's
interesting.
A good one.
I think I find it I think I find it while I'm walking to catch the bus to go gamble. So I'm probably just walking down the street and I see like a little bit of gold like out of my eye through my like Coke bottle glasses. And it's pretty amazing that I even saw this. I am blind as a dingbat. And as I go, I catch it and I go over and I look and I use my cane and I brush off the stuff. And I'm like, oh, and it's by a sewer opening. And I think it's just like, I think it's weird. Okay, so I think there's like a bottle of like someone's actual piss. I think that is included.
It has to be a Corona bottle full of piss, right? Like it looks like you're like, is that just an open Corona bottle? Oh no, that fully is not.
The smell.
Yeah, no, that's
from it.
The smell of fresh piss, Taylor. Not old piss.
Not old piss.
I said fresh piss for Pissboy. I didn't say all piss in the game.
All piss in the universe is fresh.
No stale piss here.
Like just happened. You know, I saw someone running away.
It's still steaming in the bottle.
It's yeah, and that's how I know that it's not beer.
That's the only way.
Warm beer.
I think there's also like the gold thing that I saw is I think there's like a really ugly like crude clay statue made out of like air dry clay, and this person has probably like not really worked with it before, and then they've just used like acrylic paint and like painted it gold, and it's clearly a bad representation of Pissboy. But like so I found it there, and what is it? And to whom does it belong? So yeah, it belongs to this person who like I can't really make out, but it's very clear that it's them as they're like booking it away. And as they come around the corner, they start running. And so I feel like they're probably like young-ish, like it might be like a university student kind of situation, like maybe someone like from one of the frats is like leaving this like as an offering because they're like, oh no, we're not gonna piss on Pissboy. We're gonna like leave like clearly like something went wrong. And it's like immemorial to him because of a hazing gone wrong. And so I think that like he's not just seen as like a thing to like actually go and attack, but like some people actually feel sorry for this like college man who got hazed and turned to piss.
What if people like have little shrines to him as a way to like, you know, because he protects those who are in frats from hazings. Like he is like the
yes,
the patron saint of frat boys.
Mila, what do you want to roll to like engage with this scene?
I think I'm gonna roll curious for this one.
Cool.
So that is my second best stat. As it turns out, old Polish ladies are not very deft.
Cool. Do you want to roll first and then we'll describe how we're helping you, or do you want to? It sounds like you already rolled. Do you want to wait?
I did. I totally did. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that.
Okay. Do you want?
I'm like, yes, roll dice.
Do you want to keep a secret, or do you want to tell us what we can? What?
It's 5.
Okay. 5. So we know what the stakes are.
I won't hide.
What is everyone doing? It sounds like we're kind of doing like stuff to figure out more about like Pissboy and like what, like how people view him. I would say is like kind of the goal of the scene. Does that sound accurate, Mila? Like
yes, it does.
Figure out how people view Pissboy. So does anyone have ideas on how they're helping?
So, I don't know if I mentioned that my character's an influencer, but I imagine there's like a few like tags on Instagram where they're like piss sightings or something, and you can like kind of track that and see. And so there's a few different shrines and like people posting and like tagging locations, and so I imagine I'm just like scrolling through that for clues.
I like that. That sounds like a curious roll, if that's what you want to do.
Oh, yeah. I have 2.
Cool. Let me know what you get on that.
8.
8. So that's just a success, I think. I think 7, 8, 9, 10 is just a success. Hang on. Let me make sure that's right. Yes. Oh, no. Success at a cost. 6 through 8 is a success at a cost. So Mila gets to add +1 to the roll. But you something like negative happens to your character. So
Oh no.
so it could be you could take a penalty to a future roll. We don't have any cards. We don't have any gifts to give up yet, so it can't be that.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you think is the negative aspect of this? We can also, if anybody else has ideas, we can all pitch in to decide what happens.
I think it's too early to let my phone die. Right? Like, I feel like we're gonna, like, need...
Yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone has any other ideas, because that feels too severe.
Yeah, that's
quite yet.
for early.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is it a physical, like, cost of, like, something dealing with the game, or just, like, in the story of it?
It's kind of up to us. I do have an idea, though. What if Starla is, like, looking on social media, so you're, like, looking on Instagram, maybe, like, looking on Twitter, and what if Starla just tweets out Pissboy, thinking that she's doing, like, a search, but she does, like, a tweet that just says Pissboy in quotes?
I was gonna say the same thing, of, like, somehow people find out that you've been looking this stuff up, and they're like, Starla's a piss freak.
Oh no. My reputation.
They know now.
They know now.
Which I would
Sorority
think
sisters
maybe
would
would impact your next charming roll. Like, the next time you roll with charming, then you would do 2 dice instead of 3.
Okay.
Does that sound? I mean,
or 1 dice.
I thought you had 3 in charming.
Oh, sorry, charming. I thought we were doing curious.
Oh, you're rolling curious, but the penalty can be to anything. I think. Someone can jump in and chat if I'm wrong, but I think you can pick. It makes sense.
Someone, the creator, can always tell us
Someone who
if
knows.
that's wrong. But they don't have to. They can just let us do this wrong.
I think that makes sense. Okay, so then that's me and Melanie. Still need to decide how we can help. Do you have an idea for you?
I don't know, because, like, well, a good thing to point out too is last time we played, I get caught up trying to do the thing dealing with what the scene prompt is, but it doesn't have to be. Like, it doesn't have to deal with it at all. Like, I could do something that's not related to these shrines in the least.
Yeah, just as long as it's, like, helping with the main thing, which is, like, figuring out what people think of Pissboy. I think is basically.
I think I'm gonna scutter around to the, like, because I'm imagining that these shrines throughout the city have been placed near, like, sewer drains, and so since I'm in the sewers, going and finding them all and seeing, like, what usually is left behind, and seeing, like, oh, well, this seems to be a thing that he likes, and maybe I could make my own shrine, like,
yeah,
even more special. So I'm truly obsessed with that voice.
It's a very good voice.
Tag suggested that I do a real Phineas Fidge Spin voice, and I was like, how about I just do a lisp in the front of my in the front of my face? I think that's. Would that be curious or deaf? I think curious, maybe, because I'm investigating.
I think curious, yeah.
So 2 dice, and I need to.
You need to get at least a 6.
I got a 7.
Perfect. So you also succeed, but at a cost.
Oh no.
It's hard to do a cost when we don't really have that much stuff yet.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
You're running around looking at shrines. Maybe you. What if you accidentally, like, mess one of the shrines up? Like, maybe you pop out of a sewer and it's, like, one where it's partially over the, like, the manhole cover, so you, like, knock it over as you come up out of the sewer.
Yeah, that could be. Like, what's the consequence to our spread then? Like, if we already had, like, some clues, we could take something away.
What if it adds to the kill me score because you desecrated a shrine to the Pissboy?
Sure. If we get killed by Pissboy, if we don't get to kiss Pissboy and we get killed by him, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We're rolling not that great. And that's up to you. I mean, if you think that, like, you could also just take, like, a penalty to your one-year rolls.
Let's do it. Live dangerously.
All right.
Pissboy hates that I did that.
I'm just gonna keep track of. We all share a kill me score, but I'm just gonna keep track of it on Hieronymus's since yours is the first. Also, let me switch over to the big map so that people can see more what we're doing. I don't know why every time I go to a new map it doesn't emote explosion. I'm not.
I love it.
a new scene. It's like
It's exciting.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it does that. Cool. So we've got that. I think what I'm gonna do to help. So that's +2 to Mila's curious roll, which if they succeed, then we get, I think we get an extra clue card or something. Someone look at that while I'm figuring out. If we roll, if the scene leader rolls with curious, I think we get, oh, maybe we turn over, I can't remember if we turn over a card, turn over a like or dislike, or if we get a card. I can't remember. Okay, so I think what Calliope is doing is, I think maybe Calliope is like, I'm imagining that, which this is not how sex shops are, but it is sometimes how pizza shops are, so I'm just gonna do that. That, like, there's like windows, like, kind of around, like, and, you know, this is Vegas, so really it could be anything, but, like, it's kind of like one of those, like, diner looking places where it has, like, windows, like, along the front and side, and, like, the back corner of the building is, like, not windowed. So I think maybe Calliope is, like, kind of running around, like, and I think also there's, like, a pizza window that people can, like, walk up, like, to, like, the pizza kitchen and just order a slice. So Calliope's, like, running around. I feel like she's, like, the only person working, and it's just, like, super busy. But through this window sees Imogen, like, find this thing, or, like, maybe sees Imogen go on her way, like, to wherever she's headed, and then sees someone run away from where Imogen went. So not even realizing that, like, this is about Pissboy, but just thinking that Imogen's in trouble, Calliope runs after this person to try to catch them, thinking, like, maybe they stole something from you, or, like, something like that. So I just run out of hot toppings, and I'm gonna roll deft, which I get to roll 2 dice, and I'm rolling my cute little, I think these are the same ones I used last time. I have these cute little heart dice, because maybe Pissboy will love me. Ooh, I got an 8. I got 2 4s. So that's definitely a success. Is it success at a cost? It is success at a cost. So I think, what's going on? Why are so many things opening? I think, what should the cost be? I think I'll take a penalty to the next time I roll deft. So I'll just roll 1 for deft. And I, like, kind of twist my ankle. But I think the way that it helps is that I track down that this is, like, maybe the person running away is not a fraternity guy. Maybe it's someone local who's, like, down on his, like, gambling luck. And so I figure out that, like, some people take Pissboy as, like, a good omen. And that's what's going on with this person. So, Mila, you get to add 3 to what you rolled, which was, you rolled a 6?
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. So
yeah,
that keeps
so we're
it
still
the
in.
Same. We have another. We just are succeeding at a cost. Do you know what you want the cost to be?
I was potentially thinking that maybe, like, while I was investigating, I wasn't paying enough attention and, like, fell, and just get a penalty from my deft roll.
That makes sense.
Would that take a die away, or would I just get a -1 to my roll?
I think it takes a die away. If somebody can find it in the game, let me know, but I think that's what I saw, that it takes a die away. if we choose that penalty. But we did succeed overall. So Mila, you can choose one of the like or dislike cards and click on it so that we can see what the creature likes or dislikes.
Excellent.
I love this part.
Ooh.
King of Wands. That's good. We want a high number, right? So that means pretty much any wands will be good. So that means the creature really likes Okay, wait, I went too far.
Creative gifts such as poems, art, or music.
Okay, so Pissboy loves
The
poems, art, and
shrines.
music.
Absolutely terrible clay
like-
statues of him.
Pissboy loves the statues. Oh, here's
He's
what
really into air dry clay.
I have an idea maybe of how, like, a button for the scene, which is that, like, Calliope runs off to, like, find this person, talks to them, figures out that, like, they didn't do anything to you, they just had this shrine. But then Calliope goes back to make sure that you're okay. Starla, you said you, like, fell, right? Or not Starla, Imogen.
Yep.
And as I'm checking to make sure that you're okay, like, there's like a rack focused to like behind us that neither of us see, and we just see like a golden hand come out from the manhole and like grab the statue and like bring it down, and we just hear like the sound and then turn around and the statue's gone.
Piss boy.
Piss boy. And we smell the scent of fresh piss. A waft of fresh piss.
Hate it.
No, you love it.
It's like, if only it wasn't fresh.
Feels like home.
Melanie.
Only we're a little older. I think that means, Melanie, it's your turn to be scene leader. I haven't.
Ooh, okay.
Hieronymus is in charge.
It's a me, Hieronymus. Okay. And I just pull from investigation deck, right? Not clue deck?
Investigation deck for the main ones, because the clue deck doesn't have major arcana cards.
Right. That is the magician. And how do I turn it again? Z?
Z, yeah.
Oops. Whoops.
Let me look at the
There we
major
go.
arcana.
And the magician is...
Ooh, this is an exciting one.
I apparently just skipped right over it.
It's
Where
on
are
the
you, magician?
first page of the prompts.
Okay, yeah. Absolutely. Just went right past it. You have attempted to reach out to the creature directly, whether with your physical voice or something you left to get their attention. They received the message, but you were unsure of their reaction. How did you reach out to the creature, and how did they react? How can you try to make sure your intent was received as you had hoped? Okay. So, as I previously stated, Hieronymus is looking to spar with Pissboy. It's erotic. And Hieronymus's weapon of choice is the meteor hammer, which is similar to a rope dart, except for it is a solid piece. And I had first, when trying to think about like what my meteor hammer was going to be, I was like looking at actual ones and like thinking of spikes, thinking of like ridges and like this beautiful piece of like metal. But I think what it actually is probably just some cement that Hieronymus like tied some rope around and a little yellow ribbon on the end, just so that you have the visual of it as you're swinging it around. And I think is going to go to a more open space of the sewerway and try to do like some elaborate kind of like practice, just swinging this thing around in like a come on, you want some kind of way.
So you're trying to entice Pissboy.
Yeah.
That's very good. Yeah, how can we help with this?
Can I record it and put it on the internet? Is that is that helpful at all? Maybe he'll see it if we put it in the tags. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Starla doing it without Hieronymus knowing.
Yeah,
like,
kind of
being
just like
yeah.
Yeah, because also Starla and Hieronymus don't know each other. I mean, things can be happening outside of scene prompts. So, like, time can be passing. Like, we can decide that we've, like, met each other. But it is funny if this is how Hieronymus and Starla meet, is that you see them doing this thing and are like, I'm gonna record this and put this on the internet.
Yeah. I'm picturing just, like being really into it. Just, like, and I don't think that Hieronymus is probably good.
Oh no!
Like
with a piece of cement.
Yeah, with the cement. I think just watches a lot of like movies and YouTube videos, and that's there. And like trains with Master Splinter, but he is just a very big rat, a very big actual rat. And I picture like being like so in the zone, and then like maybe you make a noise, and like the end of the video is me being like, "Hey, what? Stop it!"
Oh no!
Love it.
Love it.
Oh, but
like it's live.
Yeah, what stat do you want to use for that?
I want to use deft. That's...
Well, but do you want to wait to roll until after we help?
Sure.
I was asking Sierra what stat she wanted to use to help with the roll to like upload to like be recording Hieronymus.
Oh, gotcha.
Sorry, I didn't say. I was just looking at Sierra, so like.
But I need to choose a stat to roll, right?
You do also, which I was assuming yours would be deft, but.
So would this be charming?
It makes sense as charming, yeah.
Okay, and I just used curious, so I'm gonna use charming, and then I think I decided to take a hit for charming.
Yes, so you'll roll 2 instead of 3.
Okay. Let's see. 9.
Hey, that's
cool.
good. That's
Hey-oh-hey.
That's not a mixed. I think that's just a straight up success. Let me see the game. Yes, 9 to 10, you just succeed. So no penalty, you don't get like an extra thing, but you succeed in our overall goal.
So does that mean that Pissboy saw the video then? Was that the goal?
Maybe.
Just trying to clarify, sorry.
No, I think that's it. Kind of like a lot of it's like kind of up for interpretation, but like your goal was. The goal of the scene kind of is, like, to communicate with Pissboy is, like, kind of the overall thing. Like, that's what Hieronymus is trying to do. So I think, Starla, if you're, like, trying to aid with that, whether intentionally or unintentionally, then a success is, like, Pissboy sees it. And it helps.
Nice!
Do you have an idea of, like, what it like looks like this wouldn't be necessarily something our characters would have to see, but like if this was a movie, what would the shot be of like Pissboy?
So I imagine it's just me kind of like starts like making fun of Hieronymus like a little bit, but then it like because it's like, well, you're in Vegas and this person's swinging around like cement. You don't see that a whole lot. But then like realizes that it's like for Pissboy. Like maybe they say something and they're like, wait, this person can help. Like I'm looking for them. They're like have their name that they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the connection. So like might have started off just like a little meaner, but like we'll figure it
watching
out.
Star Wars Boy, being like, oh, haha, but then you're like, these moves are actually
Star Wars Boy
sensual.
Then
like,
Star Wars Boy says this is all for Pissboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think Melanie, what do you think Hieronymus says that tips Starla off that you're trying to communicate? Like, what do you think happens that Starla's like, oh, this is for Pissboy?
I think Hieronymus, like, you don't really get a lot because I think they're just kind of muttering to themselves as they're as they're slamming this thing into like the walls, and probably being like, oh yeah, you want some of this, and and maybe being like, kiff, piff, kiff, piff. Just like ramping up as you hear the muttering of kiss piss.
Cool. I think I know what Calliope is going to do to help. So I think she, unbeknownst to like anything else that's happening, I think she, after work, is kind of going on a walk and sees like kind of an open like thing and like open manhole cover, and it's just like thinking about like that these frat boys are like looking for Pissboy, and it's just like I should try to maybe warn him or like try to figure some stuff out. So I think I'm gonna use curious, which is my strong stat, to go down into the sewers and like go looking for Pissboy, since what we're basically trying to do is make contact with him. So I'm gonna roll 3 d6s, and that is a 10, which just means I succeed. I don't get anything extra, unless anybody in chat wants to tip $2. So I succeed. So you get another +1. So you'll get +2 to this roll, Hieronymus, so far. And I think basically, what happens is that I see Pissboy, since it was a success and we're like trying to make contact. I think I see him like down a sewer alley. I see a flash of gold, and I guess I'll describe Pissboy because I don't think, Melanie, did you describe what Pissboy looks like? I think
I didn't.
Okay, so what happens is I'm down the stairs. I think I have like my phone as a flashlight. I'm kind of just looking around and like kind of saying like, Pissboy, if you're here, I don't really know what else to call you. Let me know if, I mean, Pissboy seems kind of rude, but I guess that's what I'll call you. And I shine the light and see standing, like, at the end of, like, the little sewer area that I'm in, a glistening frat boy made entirely of piss. And he's wearing... he's wearing, oh, I have the notes in here. Here we go.
Cargo shorts?
He's wearing a backwards baseball cap, basketball shorts, Nikes,
oh, right.
no shirt, and I catch the whiff of fresh urine and Axe body sprays. He's just kind of like, I think my flashlight comes up and it's like deer in the headlights kind of thing, and I say, I'm not here to hurt you, before he like runs away. And I think the reason why I see him is because he has a phone that's made of piss, and I hear Hieronymus. I hear Hieronymus like, and hear Starla talking on the live stream, and then Pissboy runs away, which still leaves us with Imogen.
I think it's also, before we move on, I just need everyone to know that like Pissboy is absolutely cut, like just absolutely jacked. Got those like often known as cum gutters, so but made of piss. So
piss gutters.
I have never heard that before.
I will just say the only person I've ever heard call him that is Melanie, so I'm not convinced.
I swear I didn't make it up.
The vicious
it's a
V.
real thing. Okay,
I've heard more people call it the vicious V than.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
I like the other one.
I'm slightly side-eyeing email, but that's okay. So, with Imogen, So Imogen, you see, to set the thing, you see this old woman walking down the street with a crowbar, thing of rope, and holding a can, like a Tupperware container of borscht. Just walking down this street and like just the middle of Vegas, like it's fine. No one's really looking.
Yeah,
but
you
just
fit right in.
Yeah, and I'm like also kind of juggling my cane and like trying to keep all my stuff, and I go over and I find a I find a sewer manhole cover or a Pissboy cover just on the street, and I put all my things down and I take the crowbar and I lift up the manhole cover because I can't do it on my own, and then I tie the rope around the Tupperware container and I slowly lower it down to the sewers. And then I lean down and I go, Pissboy. Pissboy. I don't know what's happening to the voice I was doing. But anyway, I have some warm borscht for you.
I thought you were about to be like, here, pissy.
Here, pissy.
Oh my god.
Pissboy. Like, and then so I think of just like, yeah, so like giving like a homemade gift to
So
try to
cute.
like reach out, you know. And I think I would say that's a charming role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
I love it.
So that's out of 3 dice, that's a 4.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
So that's a
There's no consequences,
fail
though.
with no consequence.
So that's good.
So just
I really like that it's not like I like that you do get like, you know, the consequences, and I really like how it's all laid out for consequences and bonuses.
Yeah, I think that's fun. It's also fun now that we're not only just getting consequences.
I do.
We're rolling a little bit.
Yeah, that's more fun.
What do you think is the like how do you think we as an audience know that, like, is there something visually or something that happens that it's like either Pissboy doesn't like this or doesn't ever get it or anything like that?
I think we would know that Pissboy didn't get it because Pissboy would still be yellow. And not pink. From the soup. So
Very good. Yeah.
Can
I think that's how
offer
we
something?
would know. Yes.
I'm picturing this happening not far from where Hieronymus is, and like maybe it was lowered down in such a way that like of the things being swung around, it like knocked that out, so it didn't even get a chance to get to Pissboy. But you pulled it back, and you're like, oh well, it was taken, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
So Hieronymus in the sewers is working with this
Cement.
yeah, and
Cement.
then cement thing, and then so from one angle we see Imogen lower down the borscht, and then we just see like, what is it called? I'm the one who told you.
A meteor hammer.
Meteor hammer. It just goes poof, and like knocks the borscht away, and then we just see Imogen pull it back up empty, or like.
I think as I feel it just like get knocked out, I think I'm like, oh, he's hungry.
Cool. So Melanie, you just add 2 to your deft roll.
Okay, and I rolled an 8, so
So that's just a
Ooh.
straight success. With deft, what do you get to do? You get to you can draw a card from the clue deck and add it to your hand of cards representing possible gifts and offerings for the creature.
okay, I'm gonna do that because we have nothing to offer right now.
Yes. Ace of Cups, that's really good,
That's
right?
bad. I thought that's bad because we want it to be below. Or is Ace the lowest?
Is Ace a 1?
Are we treating Ace as the lowest?
I mean, usually in games, ace is either lowest or highest, depending on what you won, right? Like for...
I think the ace and tarot is 1, though.
Is it? Oh, that's
that's
great.
good.
If that's
So,
that's
Because we want as low as possible.
I think.
unless
I think we should treat it as a
He
1,
hates.
because an ace is usually good. So...
yeah, I think we've been dealt a we've been doing poorly enough that I think even if it isn't supposed to be that, I think we should just
I think it should be a 1, because an ace is supposed to be good, and an ace is like a 1.
Okay.
Usually. So,
I agree.
So that's what it is. That's really good. So that is a guaranteed success for whenever you give that gift. Because there wouldn't be an ace in the same. There's only one ace in that thing. In that suit.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah,
guaranteed
absolutely.
success.
Do we answer now what the questions from the scene? Based on how
Yes.
everyone...
Oh, yeah.
So how did you reach out to the creature? That was answered. How did they react? How can you try to make sure your intent was received as you had hoped? I think... Okay. I think that I don't see this, but I like the idea of an account that is like, oh, that's someone pretending to be Pissboy, likes the video that Starla posts.
I like that.
And like comments with like some emoji about like fighting.
What if it's
a little like side eye like emoji of like
A sword and a side eye, like a little. Do they have sword emojis? Hold on.
No, the side eye emoji where it's like
Oh, one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
but with like a knife.
Something about like nice gains or something.
Sick games.
Sick games, and then a side eye emoji, and then a knife emoji. Very fun. So yeah, we have a gift now. And that brings us to Sierra. Your turn to lead a scene.
Ooh,
So you can take a card from the investigation deck.
Ooh.
Yep. And then that's
Ooh,
the star.
How fitting.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Starla gets a star. Okay,
see.
let's go to the scene prompt. I hope this is positive. The star. Do you want me to read it, or did you find it, Sierra?
You can read it. You can.
I feel like
You
this
go
one
for
actually
it.
like really suits your character too. Like this just feels
yeah.
right.
You're
Okay.
beginning to think this whole endeavor is fruitless. Many others have tried to find and prove the existence of the creature before. Why should you be the one to succeed? In a moment of doubt, what is it that renews your drive and inspires hope?
I definitely feeling hopeful after that, like from Melanie's scene. Can we ride the same, or is that?
Yeah.
You can. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe like finding the account and then like walking around the city, realizing like this person's actually from Vegas, so maybe the account's like actually real or might be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how to go from there.
This is also our last scene before the Kiss Me Kill Me.
No, oh my god, no. Oh no.
Don't kill me.
I just realized because we said 5.
I mean, we're making good time. We
So
could
we're at 5.
make it another
The
like
other
go
thing,
further.
that's true. The other thing we could do, so one of the things, which this is, Sierra, you don't have to do this, I'm just kind of telling you your options. So whenever you roll, whatever thing that you pick, like whatever stat you choose to roll with, gives you different benefits. So if you use Curious, you get to pick one of the like or dislike cards and turn it face up. If you roll Charming, you can take a card out of the meeting spread. So you can give us another scene, basically, if we succeed on this. Or if you use Deft, which actually I think you can't. Oh, I don't think you can do Charming, because that's what you just did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was the last one. So I got curious or deft.
Okay, so yeah, curious or deft. So you could either flip one of the creatures, like, or just like cards face up, or if you use deft, then we could get another possible gift, which it may not be bad to use deft, because if we get any wand card, then we'll have 2 good gifts. And then the gifts give you an automatic success, so you automatically get to add +1 to the kiss me whenever we roll that stuff.
Okay.
How is Starla's deft?
1. That was like my lowest. That's why I was like, meh.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. Okay, so maybe curious, just because it's a little like higher up. And then was trying to figure out how the scene goes, because like, yeah, we just found out that like this account actually might be real, and maybe I can tie something from like my school to the account and be like, oh my gosh, it's the frat, like it's PU.
Oh, yeah.
And then maybe there's like a photo that'll lead to like his hideout, if anyone can recognize that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does Starla like have any friends, or like does she have any tech savvy people who like can find people's like VPNs if they're using like yeah.
Okay. Why not? I don't know. I imagine there's a mod somewhere that can or like uses Find My iPhone or something. I don't know.
Yeah. We can also like decide some of that after we figure out whether you succeed or fail. Because like if you fail, you probably you maybe don't have like that's maybe not what's happening. But if you succeed, then it is what's happening.
Okay.
And honestly, I do kind of think we should maybe add one, because we've only been streaming for an hour and a half, and the kiss me kill me part is usually pretty short, so maybe we should add some more. We're going at a clip. So yeah, maybe we'll do a couple more scenes just to pad out the time a little bit. But yeah, so you're using curious to kind of do your social media.
Right. And that's 2. Should I roll now? Or...
It's up to you. You can either roll now or roll after we decide how we're helping you. Depends on how suspenseful you want it to be.
Let's roll after.
Okay.
Well, let's see where this goes.
So yeah, how are Imogen and should we? I'm kind of wondering. This is kind of a meta. But we haven't really had, like, a scene where it's, like, all of us together. Mm-hmm, so what if, for this scene, part of it is, now that, like, I know Hieronymus, and my character knows Hieronymus, my character knows Imogen, and now Starla and Hieronymus have connected a little bit. So what if after maybe the previous video you did goes like viral, and so we all kind of like go ahead, Sierra.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say maybe I have to like track down Hieronymus so I can be like, yo, what's your tag? This is going viral, and you're gonna want this clout.
Yeah.
You're gonna want like these numbers. Did you know?
So maybe this is all happening like a little bit later. And the way the scene starts is, like, your character, Starla's feeling kind of down, like the prompt says, because you're like, so many people have looked for this person. Maybe it's getting to the end of spring break. Maybe there's, like, only, you know...
You gotta go home soon.
Yeah, there's,
like,
only a couple more days before you have to leave. And you realize, like, oh, this account that I, like, didn't take seriously maybe is someone from around here. And so maybe all of us get together to treat it as, like, almost a scavenger hunt, like, through, like, to look for, like, where these pictures are. So that way we're all, like, physically in the scene together. That might be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
love
agree.
that.
Yep.
Nice.
We're all in Hot Toppings, eating a hot slice.
It's my day
hot
off.
day.
Just eating and playing, like, doing money,
Can
eating
the
pizza
slot machine-
and just gambling.
Can the slot machine be a porn slot machine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's like Playboy themed or something.
Yeah. There's one that's Playboy themed, there's one that's pizza themed.
I'm on the Playboy one. Single time. And I think if anyone like ever asks, it's like, oh well, you know, I did a little bit of exploration in my time. But chink.
Do you always
Just super awkward old person reliving their glory days kind of comments where you're like,
Like I met Hugh once. Like,
Hey.
yeah, like
yeah.
did you say pachink when you pulled?
Yes, absolutely. Every
your
time I
own
go.
Pachink.
I didn't even think of it that way.
I
I mean, that's what a slot machine sounds like when you pull on it. So.
like yeah.
Yeah.
Pachink.
So
Hey,
you
I'm-
know I'm like in the casino just because every so often you'll just hear chink.
I'm picturing Imogen playing on the porn one, and then Hieronymus next to her pretending to play on the pizza one because they don't have
was gonna-
money.
I was also gonna ask if you're old enough too. Like, are you over 21?
You're not. Who
Calliope's
can
like,
say?
Hieronymus, you know, if you're not over 20, you're really not supposed to be. Okay, it's my day off. I really should. What? Do we have to be at my job on my day off, Starla? Is this really? This is.
I'm still just like looking at like numbers and stuff on like Instagram. I'm not really paying attention. Like just surfing the web.
Can we? Where was the first? Starla, can you show me that picture again that we're trying to be looking for where it was taken?
And then I imagine it's just like this like dark kind of cave looking thing. It's not really like a picture, but there's like kind of like a light and maybe some like what do you find in the tunnels? Like piping and stuff?
Yeah.
Like some sort of like drainage system thing.
Yeah.
Maybe a sign. Maybe you can see like half a sign or something, but it's very ominous and doesn't really even look like a real picture and that kind of thing.
Hieronymus, do you recognize the
Maybe
picture?
there's some graffiti. Maybe there's a graffiti that's like
Big money, no whammy. Big money, no whammy. Ah, dang. And they kind of hit the thing. What's going on? What's happening?
Do you recognize?
Oh, the video where I'm a viral sensation.
No, I know you recognize that. Calliope's like getting a rag from behind the counter and like wiping the pizza grease off of the pizza.
Yeah.
slot machine.
The slot machine's just going through like the idle kind of animation of like,
Yeah.
oh, it could be
Yeah.
a cherry.
A pepperoni.
Yeah, a pepperoni.
Yes.
Which then immediately made me think that on the other slot machine, it's nipples.
I was thinking that both machines look very similar,
Yeah.
just like slightly different.
It's pepperoni on the pizza one, it's nipples on the
And it's
Playboy
pepperoni.
one. But yeah, Calliope's just like wiping the grease off of the pizza one.
Oh yeah, that's like the main tunnel there. That's where I go when I'm just doing my really cool moves. Just living that Ninja Turtle lifestyle. I don't know what to say.
have you ever like run into anyone while down there? Anyone like
I mean,
shiny or glistening?
I've seen
gold?
some glowing things sometimes. Sometimes. You talking about Pissboy? That's what we were talking about, right? Talking about Pissboy?
Yeah. Do you happen? Have you ever?
He could take you a few tunnels. I mean, if you want to, I can take you a tunnel. Introduce you to my rats.
Calliope is just getting distracted by there's like a porn parody that's like a Pissboy porn parody. It's So she's kind of just like looking at the cover and like zoning out for the conversation.
Pissboy, Pissboy.
So maybe we should just head for the sewers then. I don't know. It looks like all these tags are for Pissboy, or
Oh, yeah, and I think I know kind of. There was a manhole cover, or there was a sewer that I went down and saw Pissboy. I think the same day that you were doing your live stream, of Hieronymus's moves. Did I not tell anyone that I saw Pissboy? Kind of met.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I met Pissboy. No big deal.
Feels like a thing you should have mentioned.
Well, I haven't known you all for very long, and I've been very busy. Because...
What are you talking about? You're my best friend besides Master Splinter and Rocksteady and Bebop and Rebop and Rhubarb Pie.
Yes, we are.
You're my 7th best friend.
We're equally good friends with each other.
I'm in here all day. I am one of your best customers. What do you mean you haven't known us very long?
Okay. I haven't known Starla.
I remember when you started working here.
It feels
Don't
like
forget your place, little
what?
child.
Child.
Okay, what I meant to say was I haven't had free time since I've known you all to be able to tell you this, because I've either been here or I've been at Nero's Golden Palace.
Always on that hustle.
You had so many chances. I'm also the Golden House's best customer.
I know, but I'm not supposed to talk to the customers that much because, you know, people always think that I'm helping them or something, so...
Fine. Why aren't you helping me?
Because I can't get fired. I don't want to get fired.
Fine.
So,
I
were
like
y'all
you.
going to the sewers, or?
Well, people keep tagging
Go to
this
the
one
sewers.
manhole, so I think we should start there. To the sewers.
To the sewers. I think...
A manhole.
Sam, to a
I know,
wild
that's
adventure.
what I was thinking. I was gonna make a joke to be like, whoa, Starla, scroll, that is a different kind of manhole. You need to see.
Calliope puts away
It's
like
a good
Wrong
sign.
screenshot.
Stop swiping. I'm trying to figure out
I
what
take her
stat I
phone
wanna
and start going through because I'm old and don't know the rules.
oh god.
Oh my. Variety.
What stat do I want to use? I just used curious, right? I think I just used... Is that what I used last? It's been so long.
What was our last scene? Is it mine?
The last
No,
scene
Sierra's.
was the magician.
No, this is Sierra's.
Magician was mine.
Yes.
No, it's
So the star
Okay.
was the last scene.
Well, we didn't resolve the
Oh,
star.
we're getting there.
Yeah, we're in it.
Just
We're
kidding.
in
just
it
kidding.
right now.
Cool.
So the last scene
know what's
was
up.
the magician, right? That was Melanie's scene because we were attempting to reach out to the creature. So I used curious the last time. So I have to use either deft or charming. Both of them are
I think
just
I'm gonna
ones.
avoid charming for the rest of the game and just bounce back between curious and deft. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I think I'll use deft to get rid of the penalty because right now I only get 1d6 to either of them because I took a penalty. So maybe my deft is just me helping Imogen like a little bit, like, you know, like there's some parts where it's like there's like maybe Imogen needs to be like not carried but like heavily lean on someone, like maybe spots where you can't use your walk, because you said Imogen has a walker, I think, off stream. I don't remember if you said it during stream.
Yeah, I think I've been seeing like a cane on
cane.
stream.
Okay.
But
She's
I
so
did
cute.
I love her.
originally think walker because I just thought that would be really fun.
Yeah, but maybe some places where like you can't use your cane as well because it's like too narrow or something. So I'll use deft to be helping Imogen and anyone else who like needs help. Like maybe there's like a gap that's like kind of wide and I can help Starla like jump over it. So I'll roll deft and it's just a 1d6 as we're exploring the sewers. I did get a 5, so that's just a failure, I think.
Oh no.
Just a failure. But not with a penalty. Is why I say just a failure. Yes. Suffers no ill consequences. So I don't help that much, but I don't hurt either. That's what Calliope's doing. What about
Imogen's hips are safe, but maybe snubs you and doesn't let you help her.
Yeah, yeah, I go to be like, Imogen, do you
boop you?
Imogen, you've been insulting me. And now you've booped me. And I was just, you know what? Fine, get piss in your shoes. I don't care.
Ask first.
I was
Just because I'm old
about to ask.
Doesn't mean you can just drag me across the street. I didn't even want to cross the street that time.
We're not on a street. We're not on a
filming.
We're in
No,
the
this is
sewer.
reminding me of the last time a young whippersnapper such as yourself helped me. I almost got hit by a car.
Okay, well, what I was trying to do is walk up to you. I extended my hand. I started to say, would you? And you booped me on the nose with your cane.
That's a warning, but yes, I would like your help. That would be nice. If you're still offering it.
I'm not offering. I rescind my offer.
That's fair. I understand.
What are Imogen and what are Imogen and Hieronymus doing in the sewer to help out to help Starla out?
I just recorded that whole thing, by the way. We're getting more. We're on another viral video, guys. This is great. Keep.
It's like, this just reminds me of in Arrested Development how there's like the kid fight or the boy fight videos that the dad does where he just like films the sons fighting and like sells them on VHS, and that's like what this is.
Similar. Very similar.
Yeah, just an old woman and a young woman arguing in a sewer. It's barely visible. This is great content.
So logical. Makes sense. Yeah, the context all there. How do I want to help? I think I want to roll curious, and I think I would want to go and follow like the graffiti and see like where it takes us. And I think as we're like walking through, I think maybe I realize like I can hear the slot machines from Nero's the Golden House of Nero.
They're calling.
And I'm like, I know where I am. And just really trying to like find him, and I think like find some like, I think it would be like as I'm walking and seeing the graffiti, I think I would also like under the Golden House, I think I would notice a handprint on the wall made of piss. A piss hand, if you will. Piss hand. And so I think that like, you know, keeps my drive going. Where I'm like, oh, and like as I go along, there is just like knitwear like in my little like bag that I'm like walking with, and I do have it like going when I'm like able to. It is golden. It's 2 different colors of yellow. I'm slowly working on. Yeah, and it just kind of peeks out of my bag.
I thought you were saying you were knitting so quickly that it was like leaving a trail behind so we like wouldn't get lost. And I was like, you are so fast
a ball
at
of
knitting.
yarn 100% falls out of my bag, but I didn't notice. So I'm still just walking, and I think it gets caught on like, I don't know, cement. Like it's not looking so good down here, and it gets caught, and I'm just unwinding it as I go. This is fully like a Theseus Minotaur like situation.
Very good.
An old woman instead, and a Pissboy.
The yarn ball falls out of your bag, and then just a rat jumps on it and starts like moving it away, unraveling it down the tunnel.
Oh my god.
Excellent. And I did roll a 7.
Oh, nice. So that's a pure success, I believe. Oh, success with a cost.
Pretty good.
Cost
Could be worse.
Cost is the yarn ball, I think. At least partially.
Yes.
Yeah, you take a penalty to a future roll. Or, I mean, you could add one to the meeting spread since we're already technically at the meat creep. So
We're here.
Yeah. Up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll add one to the thingamajigger.
Cool.
Live dangerously.
Cool.
Hell
Yes.
Okay, so that's
You
death.
piss
Ooh.
100% of the shots you don't take.
Oh
Death.
no. Yeah.
Bodes well.
I think the only person who hasn't done something for this scene is Hieronymus?
I think I'll be using Curious and like, so along with Imogen looking at like the graffiti and stuff, Hieronymus is right behind and going up and like kind of tasting the wall and be like, nothing over here, and like scuttling ahead and just like trying to like find exactly where we need to go. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's a 10.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
nailed it.
Great. Yeah, that's a full success. So I think, Sierra, you get to add +1 because I failed mine. So, which would be -1. So it's a total +1 to your roll, which I think you were gonna do.
Now, is it time? Is
I
it
think so,
happening?
Yeah.
Everyone else is gone. All right. 8. So 9.
9 is a success.
Woo!
So you roll. What stat did you roll? Curious.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to pick one of these likes or dislikes and flip it over.
All right. We have a like.
We have
But I kind of.
we have one gift, right?
Mhm.
I think
Yeah, we have one.
albeit guaranteed success gift, but
Would one benefit us more than the other for the likes, dislikes?
not really, because the one that we have is an ace, so it's guaranteed to succeed. It's more, at this point, it would be more role play, like, that we know that, like, right now we know the creature really likes creative gifts. We don't know how they feel about other types of gifts, so it's more narrative, I think, than anything else.
Okay.
But you would just
I am
click
curious.
one of these. Yeah, you would just click one of these in the likes and dislikes section to flip it over.
I kind of want to see what a dislike is.
So they're all the same. So all of them, whether it likes or dislikes, is just based on how high or low the card is.
Oh, duh.
So all
Okay.
of them, yeah. So
Just
you
kidding.
can just click one of the 3 that are left to reveal it, but we won't know if it's a like or dislike until after you click it.
Okay.
So that is
A 6
a 6
of pentacles.
Yes. and pentacles are what type of gift?
Pentacles are...
Physical, such as food, keepsakes, or even money.
Okay, so...
Doesn't care about.
Yeah, doesn't hate, doesn't love. I would say food. Which
No, my
maybe...
borscht.
Yeah, your borscht never
Shit,
made
so fervently before.
Would have loved it though.
it.
Would have really enjoyed.
So I think since we said we might add a couple more cards, but then we did add another one. So I think we're in the sewer. I feel like we're at the meat creep.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So
Yeah.
I think it's a good time to take our break. And then we'll come back with what is probably going to be a pretty short second half. Because meat creep usually is not super long. Although we don't have many gifts, so it could be longer. The last time I think we had pretty much what we needed to succeed or fail. This is definitely going to be, a little dangerous.
Truly, this will be kiss or piss.
Kiss or piss.
Kiss or piss.
So I'm gonna bring us over to our break screen. We're gonna take a 15-minute break. We'll be back with the last half where we get into the Kiss Me Kill Me stage and find out.
Yes, exciting.
Find out if Pissboy is going to love us or leave us, kiss us or piss us, kill us or kiss us. Those are the options, I guess. So we'll see you all in a little bit. Goodbye. Felicitations, adventurers! We are back with the second half of April Showers, our okcryptid one-shot, where we have been trying to investigate and woo, ? Some of us, the Pissboy, a cryptid that we have made up for the city of Las Vegas. And what we're going to do is find out how this whole thing wraps up. But before that, just in case anybody's coming in, just missed the first part of the stream, we can reintroduce ourselves. If you're new here, my name is Taylor. I use she, her pronouns, and I am the person who is generally running games. If we're playing GM-less games, I'm usually trying to, wrangle us into forward momentum. And I play a lot of one-shots and a bunch of different tabletop game systems. Some of the ones I have coming up are on May 2nd. I know it's the second Saturday in May. I think it's like the 14th. We're going to be playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians, which Mila is going to be a guest on that one, so they'll be back again.
Oh my god,
and,
I'm so excited.
And if you like Our Flag Means Death, then you might like this one shot because it's going to be inspired by Flag Means Death, which just means it's going to be gay pirates. It's not going to be the same setting exactly, but, thematically the same. And then the other thing I'm doing is at the end of next month, so I think that's the 28th, I'm going to be running a game of Under the Floorboards, which is a Borrowers-themed tabletop RPG that's going to be very fun and cute. I'm really excited for that one. So that's the kind of stuff I do. If you like that, stick around. If you don't like it, then I also play Minecraft sometimes. Maybe you'd like that. Sierra, do you want to...
There's options.
Yeah, I do other stuff.
Variety.
I swear, I do other stuff. Sierra, do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
I'm Sierra, or Super Silly Sierra on the internet. I'm on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and I am a comic concierge, which means I like to pretend I know a lot about comic books and the industry. Whether you need recommendations or appraising or just want to know what to invest in, I can help you with that.
Yeah, and Sarah, you have a stream coming up. You said I think on Friday you're gonna do like a stream about Free Comic Book Day.
Yes. Free Comic Book Day is May 7th, the first Saturday in May, and the Friday before that, I'm gonna show off some of the stuff that you can pick up in your local shop and whatnot. So yeah. Come hang out. Come talk about comic books.
So excited.
Yeah, Sarah's great.
It's fun.
She's modest, but she does know a lot about comics.
What?
So much.
Very knowledgeable.
Yep.
Melanie, do you want to introduce yourself to everybody? I have to position myself so the tip of my husband's face isn't just like visible.
It's fun. It's cute. Little husband growth.
You have
nose.
like a little. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You have a second head, just really tiny.
Every now and then.
Like lanternfishes, you know?
Yeah, I use my husband to lure people in.
Well, the male lanternfish will just attach himself to the female and just become like
Just absorbed.
Yeah.
Essentially just
As husband should.
gonads,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that what happens basically? That they dissolve away to just the testes?
exactly.
Anyway, Melanie, what about
Anyways,
tell us
On that note.
tell us about yourself.
hi, I'm Melanie. My pronouns are she, her. I don't stream, but I'm in usually these three's chats most of the time. And yeah, just here to hang out with some friends and make some piss jokes.
Make some piss jokes. And then Mila, do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes,
Reintroduce
I
yourself.
am. Hello, I am Mila. My pronouns are they, them. I also stream here over at TrollMila, and I play a lot of Kingdom Hearts, but that is coming to an end. And then I will actually be a variety streamer like I've been pretending to be for the last year and a half. And I'm very excited for it. But yeah, I'm just really happy to be here. I think that's my plug. Oh, wait, I have a better plug. If you're here, you should go check out Tag's Itch, because they make other really, really excellent games that you should also be playing. And you should really just buy every single one of the games that they've made because
to do a plug?
they're iconic.
We do, yeah. Oh, maybe that's what you missed when you...
That's what I missed. Because I do have plugs.
When I said one more thing and Melanie took her headphones off and walked away. It's
Anyway, I
make sure
plugged your
the door was
partner, so pick something else.
No, I want to talk about them, but a different thing. First plug is watch Our Flag Means Death. It's taken over my life.
Yeah.
My brain. And two, me and my partner Tag are just about to move. Like tomorrow, we're gonna start moving. And what they have been doing for this past year since we've been living with my folks is been like creating games. And once we move, they will need to make some more money. So like if you want to employ them to make games for you or run like DM for you, they are up for that and available. So just get at them. I'm sure we've linked to them before a little bit ago, but we can do so again. Yeah, there they are.
Their Twitter is in the chat right now.
Sorry, love.
This is a weird Twitter. I will say, Tag was my first ever DM, and that set me on a successful path. So
they're good at it.
I would highly recommend them as a DM.
They let us through the first time we played okcryptid and did an absolutely amazing job with very different vibes than this one. It was so good.
This one is, we all jointly have 2 brain cells to rub together. The other one, I feel like I was a little bit more put together.
Kiss.
With that,
Kiss.
the last thing I'll say is if you want to help out the stream, the first thing you can do is watch the stream, which if you're seeing this, you're already doing either on the VOD on YouTube or right now on Twitch. And for that, I applaud you. You're a hero in my eyes. The other thing you can do is if there's a moment that you think is really funny or really good that you'd like to see on social media, just as a clip, you can put ! marker in chat, which will make a marker for me to go back in later and make a clip of that moment. The other thing you can do is I do have some tip incentives. So if you want to help us out, which honestly we're in dire need of, we're about to go into the meat creep. We have one gift to offer Pissboy. You can for $5 add +1 to our Kiss Me score, which means that we're more likely to succeed in our goal of romancing Pissboy. You can also spend $5 to add to our Kill Me score, which, I guess if you want to do that, you can do that. Or for $2, you can give us a +1 to a roll, which is very helpful. It doesn't sound like much, but in this game, a +1 is a big help. It's the success, the difference between success or maybe death. Also, hello, Rocky Mountain Kaiju. I was like, I know that username, and yes, it's because I remember your other username. But hello, Turtle Bear. So we are getting into the meat creep of the game, which means that we are either going to live or die as we encounter Pissboy, the cryptid of Las Vegas. And what's happened right before this is that we have been wandering the sewers of Las Vegas looking for Pissboy, this cryptid, a golden boy, frat boy made of piss, who some of us are maybe in love with. I think we're about to stumble upon him. Sierra, you were the last person to play a card in the meeting spread, which means that you get to take a card from the clue deck. Actually, let me go to the bigger map. So that people can see a little bit better. You can take a card from the clue deck, and bring it over to the meeting spread, I think, and click to turn it over to see what is that? 10?
Oh,
It's 10.
no.
Okay. Could definitely be worse.
I was hoping for 4.
I know, hoping for a low score. So what that means is, in the first round of the meat creep, we're trying to get to 4 of either Kiss Me or Kill Me, at which point the game will end. And so if we want to get a point into Kiss Me, we will have to get an overall, Sierra, Starla, will have to get an overall score of 10. We also in this section can help out, like we have been, or some of us haven't been. I don't think I've helped on a single roll. I think I've only hurt. Oh no, I think I did a charming roll that was good. So Sierra, do you want to describe what it's like as we all encounter Pissboy in this sewer? Do you have an idea for like how we come across him as we're exploring?
It's very dark. It's very damp. Lots of weird smells. Lots of smells. I guess we're still trying to like make sure that there's like a clear path for Imogene, and then everyone's kind of has like their phone out with flashlights, right? It's a little chaotic. TrollMom. Maybe there's some more handprints on a wall. It's fresh. They're still damp, right? You can see the full handprint. And we start to see more of that graffiti that we saw in the photo.
Yeah.
Like we're getting closer, honing in. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we see the graffiti and we see the handprint, and I think the first thing that we realize that like Pissboy is here is the smell. We've been smelling a lot of stale piss in the sewers.
And now we're at.
and I think Calliope goes, I would know that smell anywhere. It's the smell of fresh piss.
Freshest piss.
And a hint of Axe body
So
spray.
fresh.
Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah. And
There's like a Nike sandal like tossed in the corner, and there's like Gatorade bottles scattered around.
Full of piss.
And I think Sierra, what are you wanting? Starla, what are you wanting to do in this moment that this role is going to signify? It can be anything. We don't have a prompt we're working from this time. So whatever you want your first action towards Pissboy to be.
So my goal isn't like romancing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here on a business deal, okay? The Jersey Devil already turned me down, and I need someone to partner up with me so we can go and be on creepy, what we call it? What I call it? What did I name it? I can't remember it.
It was creepy.
Creeping with cryptids. Sorry, creeping with cryptids. Yeah, I need someone to join me.
I want the backstory of you talking to the Jersey Devil. And the Jersey Devil considering and then turning down your business proposal.
I'm just assuming it was the Jersey Devil. It was this guy I met in LA at this gallery. He said he was the Jersey Devil. He never called me back. I really just need a partner for this show. This other guy has his pet jackalope. It's hard to compete with over here, okay? I just need someone to come with me to be on this Netflix series, please.
I'm meeting a guy at a club who says that he's the Jersey Devil. So funny.
Is on the West Coast.
Yeah, like not
so far away from Jersey.
Doesn't look like a camel or whatever that the Jersey Devil looks like.
He looks so. He had the same like mustache, okay, same facial hair, similar.
He had the same mustache as the Jersey Devil. It wasn't. I wasn't fooled.
He wasn't lying, okay? A strange man met in an open gallery. He was on vacation. Visiting family.
What? So what is
the Jersey Devil's cousin?
What is Starla doing to start off this business proposal?
Again, like, maybe phones out, trying to, like, show off how many viewers she has, followers she has, like, trying to, like, actually show she's serious and there's, like, some clout and, like, I'm a real influencer, okay? Like, not playing around. Yeah, I don't know.
Cool. So it sounds like you're using charming.
Yeah.
So what do the rest of us want to do? You can roll now, Sierra, or you can leave it in suspense and wait until we all add or subtract. That's kind of up to you what you want to do.
I'm like waiting.
Cool. So what are the rest of us doing to help as Starla is like swiping through her phone to Lynn is like talking about like how many followers she has. What are we doing to hype her up to the Pissboy? Who I think we haven't seen yet.
We're gonna show off we're gonna show, I can't remember. The video. The first viral video.
I'm going to start doing the moves from the first video.
Right,
like
cool, Hieronymus.
Viral sensation.
Hieronymus.
Hieronymus.
Cool. So you're doing... Oh, we have 100 bits from Troll Mom. Thank you, Troll Mom. The patron saint
of Pissboy.
Patron saint.
Welcome in.
Pissboy. Very good. So yeah, I'll say, Sarah, you'll get a +1 to this roll because we got some bits from the patron saint of Pissboy. Blessed by the patron saint. Cool. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so you're rolling deft, Hieronymus.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. This one, I believe the difficulty stays the same as it was in the first part because it's not the main roll for the scene. So you're gonna want to get at least a 6.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, absolutely. I got a 9.
Awesome. A 9 is just a total success. So no negative anything. So you, Sierra, will get you won't get a -1 because our kill me score is at 1. So kiss me, you get to add to the roll. Kill me, you take away from the roll. So Hieronymus, what does it look like? Describe your cool moves, Hieronymus, that you're using to impress.
I'm just like getting into the zone and doing the exact same moves, but this time instead of just muttering to myself, I'm singing this, but I'm saying kiss, piss, kiss, piss. Unbelievable.
It's the way you love me.
And I'm trying to be like a little bit more like central, but I am a scraggly weirdo with a condom as an earring.
Oh yeah, you haven't let everyone see your earring a little bit better.
It's beautiful.
Golden.
Oh, it's like blurring out.
Blurs like no, don't.
Censor.
Don't.
This.
Seems like no.
I think like
That's not what our platform's for.
with the condom being at Hot Topics and just be like, oh, it's shiny. maybe Pissboy will notice me.
Do you have an idea for what Imogen is doing, Mila?
I think as like this is happening and like Hieronymus, who I think Imogen would call Hieronymus Ronnie.
Love that.
And just is like, oh, that's too long. That's too long for you. Ronnie, I'm gonna call you Ronnie. Pats your hand. But as Ronnie's doing this, Imogen's just gonna be there working on the sweater. And saying, Pissboy, I have a gift for you. It gets cold in the nights down here. I know it's Vegas, but still, you need to bundle up.
Very cute.
And it's just trying to like call out for him and be like, Pissboy, come get your sweater, dear.
Wonderful. Yeah, are you rolling charming, it sounds like?
I think so. I think I used curious last.
I honestly don't remember.
So yeah, sure. I think it was curious. If it's not, and we watch this back, then my bad.
I'm trying to remember what I rolled last, which I think was deft.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I rolled an 8.
8, I think, is success at a cost.
Yeah.
Yes, success at a cost. So what would you like the cost to be?
Oh.
What's that?
Something happened.
Is that just the sound of the...
Why did that happen now?
That was the one where when I
think that
redid my...
Go ahead.
Oh, when I subscribed, it was also like delayed. I did it like right when we went live.
Yeah, I think that was from the bits. I don't know why it's so delayed, but also I have the alert box muted, so I don't know why it still made a sound. What's going on?
What do we? Who knows? What do we think would be a good takeaway?
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to see. I feel like the one that makes the most sense is to like have something happen to one of your stats, because we only have one clue card to lose, so I don't feel like we should do that.
No,
and it's like a guaranteed good gift,
and we can't add more to the meeting spread because we're in the meat creep.
Cool.
So
in that case, then I think I would do it from charming then for my next charm roll.
Okay.
Because the sweater's covered in piss now.
Yeah. Well, and not even his piss. Not piss.
I think what we find out is that Pissboy...
And no axe.
Yeah, Pissboy doesn't like other people's piss, only likes the piss that he's... I like the idea that he hates living
only
in
likes
the
his
sewers.
own brand.
Absolutely hates it.
I think he comes up to you and takes... Here's what I think happens. I think he comes up to you and takes the sweater. You're like casting it off as he's taking it, and like kind of like brings it, like kind of like makes a face, and then like we get an insert shot of like from before where the yarn was just dragging through the sewers, and he kind of is like holds it and is like, I prefer to be shirtless.
Yeah. When he said an insert shot, I pictured like an interview like from like a reality show where it's just like Pissboy being like, I don't even wear shirts.
That's a talking head shot. An insert shot is usually like an item or object or something. That's what it could be for Sierra's show.
If we make it, if we get this, come on.
I think.
Come on, Pissboy, accept.
I think Calliope, while this is going on, is just like slowly walking towards Pissboy and just like. Actually, here's what I think she's doing. I think I'm going to use Curious, and I'm going to try to look around, like, his area here to see if there's, like, something where it's, like, oh, maybe he likes this show, or, like, something like that, like, Starla could use to be, like, oh, we could be on, like, this other, whatever, like, something to be, like, we could be on this show that I want, and then also it would impress, like, whatever, this person from this other show. So I'm going to be looking around now that we're in his area, his room, and use Curious to try to help with this.
I'm trying to figure out how you would, like, know a celebrity that he might like from your work, but considering it's a sex shop, it's...
I rolled so good. It's kind of a bummer that I rolled so good for this, which all it does is give you a +1. But I rolled like a 15.
Dang.
The narrative, though, I need you to tell me who he's a big fan of.
No, I still actually do get a bonus. Because we still do the failures. So I think I'm gonna take a gift.
Yes.
I think that's what I'm gonna do since I rolled so well.
Please.
I forgot that I get to do 2 things. Okay, so Sierra is definitely getting a +1. A +2 to this. +3. +3.
Yeah. I thought we lost one.
We lost one.
Or canceled.
But, yeah, we canceled. So we got +1 from TrollMom. We got +1 from Mila, or +1 from Imogen, +1 from Calliope, and +1 from Hieronymus, but only 1 is canceled out by the Kill Me score. So you'll get to add +3 to this. I think I see a poster in, like, kind of, like, off, like, maybe, like, kind of, like, I kind of, like, go around the corner while Pissboy is, like, holding the sweater and, like, looking around tentatively. And I see... Oh, what celebrity does Pissboy like?
What do frat boys like?
I know.
Scarface?
That's what I'm thinking.
Fight Club. They love Fight Club.
They love Fight Club.
Yeah.
They love and don't understand Fight Club.
There's a
No, they do not. The point?
There's definitely a Fight Club poster. But there's a Fight Club poster, but Brad Pitt has been, like, colored in to be yellow instead, and, like, kind of, like, colored in to look like Pissboy, because Pissboy's very handsome, so I think they all kind of look the same. Not Dane Cook.
It's just a Dane Cook poster with the shocker.
That's one of the other posters. That's not what I focus on. And Calliope is like, Fight Club is a good movie. Maybe he understands it. Maybe he's not like the other boys.
He's made of piss. He's not a piece of shit. So.
He's made of piss, not shit. And I think Calliope just says, Brad Pitt is supposed to be one of the guest judges on Creeping with Cryptids. And I'm going to also
What cryptid would Brad Pitt be really into? Like, what creature would he be a fan of that would make him get on this show? Like,
I want it to be that one that's, like, very ugly, and the one that's, like, ugly and cries a lot. I think it's called a squonk.
What?
Yep. That's what Brad Pitt is into.
A squonk? What is this?
Oh!
I got a good gift.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, what'd you get?
I got a Knight of Wands, which normally would not be good, but we know that wands are a king. So, so that's good. Which is, it's not helpful in, like, this second right now, but, Sierra, you get to add +3 to this roll, but you are trying to beat a 10.
Alright.
And if anybody
I
in
have to use
chat
all three
wants to
dice.
give us $2 to add another +1 to this roll,
You
you can. You can if you want to.
5, 8, 10. Right at 10 plus the 3, 13!
Hey!
Woo!
And actually,
did it.
Sierra, if you want to, you can hang on to that +1, since we didn't need it for this roll, since a 12 would have
Okay.
also
So
succeeded.
okay.
Yeah, so if you want to
Alright,
hang on to
alright.
that extra +1, you can. If you want to spend it now, you also can. I'll say that's just like a floating +1 for like any of our
Just
things.
in case.
So that is that brings our kiss me score to 1 and our kill me score to 1. And then Sierra, who do you want to go next for the meat creep? You can nominate someone.
Oh man. No pressure or anything, right?
Yeah, who's your favorite, Sierra?
Yeah, like
Right here,
it's
right
fine.
now.
Just pick
Well-
somebody, and then the other people will be offended.
Melanie and
That's
I
fine.
both have gifts.
Yeah,
So
that's
that,
cool.
like, if we give Pissboy
Yeah.
a gift, that's an automatic +1.
Yeah, and Mila doesn't, so
And Mila doesn't,
probably like they're a
so-
worse option.
That's true.
So.
Yeah.
Mila,
Tried though. They had
Imogen-
soup earlier.
Imogen tried to give a gift, and Pissboy never even
Just covered a
saw it.
sweater full of piss. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was thinking.
I mean,
of
I think
the
I should get a
borscht,
redemption, but whatever. Let's just
redemption arc.
let's be ageist, and not let the old lady go. I get it. It's because I'm
Oh,
80,
man.
84.
Imogen
Society's just shoved me away.
Pachinko redemption arc.
Yeah. Sierra, it's in
shrink.
your hands. It's in your hands. Do you hate Imogen, or do you want to win?
Those are the only
But
options.
and also that's the same option.
Yeah.
Do you want to lose? Is what I should have said.
Yeah. Or do you want to win?
I don't. Well, see, now I
Wanna
feel
lose.
bad. All right, I was like, we have all these gifts, you know. We've got like
We're
Hieronymus has the
supposedly-
moves. We can really show off, but.
Do the gifts.
All right,
Make a smart
Hieronymus,
choice.
if you want to try your dance again and try presenting the present or whatnot, I think
Oh,
you should
yeah.
go for it.
For her-
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still take a number, or do you just?
I think it's just a success.
Yeah.
From what I remember of us doing before, if you have a gift that succeeds, it's just a success.
Yes.
So we just had this previous scene, and I'm just kind of out of breath, stopping my piece of concrete from spinning around me. And I just kind of put my hands on my hips, and I'm going to use this gift, which it's an Ace of Cups, which it represent emotional gifts such as heartfelt words, speeches, or other direct affirmations. So I'm gonna look at him and be like, "You look cut. You look good. What's your regiment? What do you do? What do you bent?" And just like just tell him that he looks good and try to flatter him that way.
Blushes a little bit. There's a hint of pink in the piss, which, you know, is a good sign for the borscht gift, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, you succeed. You get to add another +1 to the kiss me. Do you want to describe how, I mean, I said Pissboy blushes. Do you have something, an additional thing in mind for how Pissboy responds?
I think
to
he
this?
blushes and like flexes a little bit, and it makes like a weird wet sound because he's made of piss.
Yeah, it goes like,
Ew.
Swish.
His flex.
I'm trying to make a weird squishy sound. And I think he's like, oh, well, starts describing his regimen, which I will not describe because I don't know how to work out, but
That for sure is not how he sounds, right? Because he's a frat boy. That sounded too suave.
frat boys can be suave.
I don't know.
Yeah, like I bench like 120.
Also, I feel like your affection for me is influencing how you think that was, because I don't really think that was that suave. I just said like, oh yeah, I benched this much. That's not really like
too charming.
Too charming. Too charming.
Really that suave, I don't think.
Pretty suave.
Hieronymus, who do you want to go next?
So we have 2 to kiss me
Yes.
and 1 to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should get the gifts out of the way.
That makes sense.
Sorry, Imogen, I love you, but
We're
I'm just
best
setting.
for last.
We're setting
Yes,
Imogen up
save.
for a good role. Cool. So Calliope. The funny thing is that I found this gift in Pissboy's. Like, I just found it in his stuff. So it's like
Which what are wands? They're
art.
creative gifts.
Oh, creative gifts. That could work.
Poems, art, or
Oh,
music.
I should have been thinking about more parody lyrics for this piss.
I've only been singing parody piss lyrics for like the past couple weeks, so I just
This is like literally the exact same thing that I did last time, which is just the the beginning, or the meat creep was just my character singing Backstreet Boys. So I feel like I should do something different than just sing.
no, it's
this
perfect.
song. No, I can't think of anything as good as what that was. I think I have the perfect thing. I call out to Starla and I say, Starla, go to Pisslover 3000 on Twitter and show Pissboy the video. Go to the media tab and show Pissboy the video. And the gift is I made a fan cam of
And so that's your
Pissboy.
handle?
Yes.
Amazing.
My handle. So it's like, because I haven't really run into Pissboy that much, so it's like one of those fan cams that's for like a minor character in a show where you have to kind of reuse the same things. So the fan cam is like Pissboy running away from me, like when I ran into him before, but it like keeps showing up in slow motion. And what should the song be? I don't even know what the song would be to this. And but also like shot like scenes from like the Pissboy porn parody videos are also like in there, and also like close-ups of like people's illustrations in like those cryptid pamphlets of like people's artists, like an artist's approximation of what Pissboy looks like. So that's what this fan cam is like, you know, all these different things of Pissboy.
You know what song I thought of? That one TikTok song that's like ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, bum, ba-ba-dum, 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 where this person like,
oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was like, what song are you talking about?
I know the way I just did that is terrible.
Yeah, well, also it's like isn't it like really low? Like the song is like,
Yeah, it's like whoa,
yeah, really
low,
deep.
and then just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I don't even know what that song is, but yeah, that's what it is. That's the song. Yeah, I give a gift to Pissboy, which I tweeted this, but if someone made a fan cam of me, I think that would destroy my life. I think I would become a monster. I'd be so full of myself. If someone made a fan cam where it's just like me, like whatever. So that the ultimate ego boost and creative act is I made a fan cam of Pissboy. Most of which is not actually him, but there is, a few shots of him. And I nominate Imogen to go.
Yes.
Which means that you'll take a card from the clue deck. And that's your DC. I hope it's
Did
a
you
low
move
card.
Kiss Me Up?
I did. Kiss Me is at 3 now.
Okay.
I'm just moving it on Hieronymus's. Is that a low number? Is that a 2?
2 of
Two.
wands?
Hey! So you only have to roll a 2.
Nice.
I can do that. Maybe.
Oh, and this is our last roll.
You can do that.
Because we want to get Kiss Me to 4. Actually, you can't fail this, because you get to add 2 to whatever you roll. So, what does Imogen do that wins Pissboy over?
Oh my god.
This hasn't been as tense as I thought it would be. I thought there was going to be a danger of Pissboy attacking us, but we've miraculously succeeded.
Those videos.
I thought we were gonna get pissed to death.
This does kind of track, because it's just like a frat boy living in the sewers. Like,
Of course he loves videos of himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, and I'm going to go up to him, and I'm going to say, dear, do you like living in the sewers?
I'm just going to continue to play Pissboy, because somehow I've ended up... So he just kind of looks down, and is like, well, it's the only place that people accept me.
Dear, my roommate, Gladys, she died last week. It was her time. It's
So sorry
It's
to hear
okay.
that.
But I'm missing a roommate now, and quite frankly, you smell so fresh that I think if you came and stayed with me, I don't think anyone would notice. And there's food there, dear. And I make a lot of
Haven't
money
had food
in
in
my
so
gambling.
long.
I make a lot of money in my gambling. I'll just cover your costs, and you can just stay with me, and we can go gamble and have lots of fun. And I have some good little friends who I spend a great deal of time with who quite like you. And there's also even a business deal that one of these fine people have to offer you. You have a life.
I have a
You
wife.
have a life outside of the sewer, dear.
Did you say
Please.
I have a wife?
No, I said you have a life. A life. Why would I say you have a life? I don't know your backstory, child. Just that you live in the sewers, and no good
I
life
thought-
leads a young man to live
I
in the
thought you were offering me
sewers.
a wife. I thought, that you were going to tell
No,
me
dear, I can't do that. Women can vote now. We get to make our own choices.
I only came...
I'm just offering you a place to live, dear, and food.
I only came down
You'll
here
have
in
to make the wife on
2006.
your own.
Women could vote when I came down here.
I know, and it's weird that you're thinking I'm just going to give you a
Well,
woman. That's not how
you're-
this
you know,
works.
That's
you're-
pretty
a little bit-
heteronormative of you,
you're a
actually.
little bit
That's
older.
very hetero, and really upholding the patriarchy, dear. I've read some very good books in the last few years. Feminism has come a long
because you're a little bit older. I didn't know if it was a thing that you were, that
No.
you had some regressive views.
No, you gotta change with the times, dear. Change with the times.
Will they accept me out there? Because I've been running around my old frat. They've been trying to find me down here and piss on me, and I've already
Yes.
had enough of that in my life.
No one will find you in the retirement home. And even if some people don't fully accept you, you will be rolling in bank, as the young people say, with Starla here with your own Netflix series.
What's
Gladys's
Netflix?
grandchild
He
set
went
up
in
Netflix
2006.
for them. Do you remember when they would mail you DVDs? Do you remember that? That was something Netflix did, but now it's streaming. Oh, you're gonna fit right in at the old folks' home.
I have to
Oh,
say, I know
Tom
a
is
little bit
gonna
about
love you.
streams and streaming.
Oh, this is a very different kind. This is a very different kind of stream. This one will be much better. This one has no piss in it. This is a mostly piss-free stream unless you actively go searching for it. Or sometimes you stumble on the wrong website when looking for something completely different, and it's very awkward.
He looks at Starla and says,
Don't Google Pissboy.
Are there people out there who would like me? Starla, you're saying you have a business deal?
Yes, Starla will make you money and make people like you on the interwebs. Hieronymus here is a bit of a strange person, but they're quite a fan of you. And also Calliope here is also quite a fan.
Calliope's just
They even
drooling, looking at
a
Pissboy's
video
abs.
compilation of you, which I hear is very thoughtful of a thing, and they do that for famous people, I hear.
You've won over Pissboy. I think he just wants to give you a big hug.
Oh, Pissboy. Oh. Yes, dear.
It's a very warm hug.
Yeah. This is a very enveloping hug, dear. Thank you. I can feel the love through urine.
I can feel the love through urine. That is the meat creep. I think the last thing that we can do is we can describe kind of the epilogue together of what happens after we bring Pissboy out of the sewers and into the retirement community.
It's right in.
Oh, yeah, no one can smell him because all the diapers smells just so much worse.
Yeah.
Gladys already just left like a very specific stink in that room.
No.
What? Oh my god. I had a joke that I think is too far, so I won't.
No, I need
say
it.
it.
Tell
on.
us after stream.
This stream has been so tame.
Yeah, it has been.
I mean,
tamer.
as far as
Yeah. It's not that bad. I just had a flash of that because you said that Gladys left us quite a stink in there, and I was just imagining that Imogen spent so many days like in a row just at the casino that like she wasn't there when Gladys died, and so like Gladys was there for a little while.
oh no,
that's
great.
Sad.
Poor
It's kind of
Gladys.
sad more than it is a joke. It's kind of like
The reality of life.
a person's nightmare to happen to them.
The reality of modern retirement homes. They are very
Yeah.
poorly
Now there's a
run things
room
that-
open.
Yeah.
Visit your meme-ons.
Well, there's half a
everybody.
room.
I was imagining this was like not. Is this? I guess I don't really know. I was imagining it was like not like, you know how there's like retirement communities where it's not like they're being necessarily taken care of 24/7. It's just like assisted living or something like that.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
was
Yeah,
imagining.
this would be assisted living. I
Yeah.
don't think Imogen would be down to live in a fully
Yeah,
fully
like a
one
nursing
yet. Yeah.
home. Yeah, what do we think happens in the time after Pissboy? Oh, I kind of have a bittersweet ending in mind for Calliope, actually. I just thought of.
So I'm gonna show him all of like the tags and social media stuff and how he already kind of has like a fan base, and I'm just like super excited because I think we really have a good chance at like winning this thing. And then like, yeah, there's a Doolittle live stream announcing that we found the golden boy, and call it the peace stream instead of a live stream though. And then
Naturally.
yeah, just trying to like make sure that he's actually gonna do it with me. Just keep like, no, you're actually gonna do it, right? You're actually gonna come with, we're gonna actually sign up for it, right? Like, I just keep like nagging at him, making sure we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring us over to our other map, so we're all a little bit bigger.
I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think things with Hieronymus and Pissboy are, like, not platonic, but like just like slightly more than that. Where it's like, yeah, we hang out all the time, and we constantly eating slices of pizza together and sparring, and yeah, we hang out on beanbags. What more could you want in life?
Sometimes it's just a longing glance as you're very close together going for the last piece of pizza, and then you turn away.
It's so homoerotic. Yeah, absolutely.
I am imagining that Pissboy being on this show and like gets some level of success. So I think that Pissboy and Calliope have like a one night stand that's like the best night of her life. She's like totally devoted to Pissboy. I didn't really say this, I don't think, on stream, but like Pissboy has been like, was like her childhood like sexual awakening. Like she saw a pamphlet of him and like when she was a kid and was like, oh my god, like he's so hot. And so this is like her dream come true. And then I think immediately after that, Pissboy becomes like famous and like everybody loves Pissboy. And I think he just like doesn't have time for her anymore. And so like the one night stand, like she thinks like this is gonna be our relationship, we're gonna get married. And then it's like totally platonic after that.
Yeah.
Boy.
He calls you babe, but is like doesn't want to go out in public with you.
Yeah. and Calliope's just like, yeah, we're both just like really busy, you know, like I work 4 days at Hot Toppings, and I work 4 days at Nero's Golden Palace, so you know, I just almost never get a day off, and it doesn't really line up with his shooting schedule.
I'm just not in a good place right now, you know, like I got a lot of things moving around.
Neither of us really have time for a relationship. And then she like reads a tabloid that's like Pissboy like dating like, I don't even know, some celebrity or something, and she's like, oh, it's just for publicity. It's a fake publicity couple.
Dating Billie Eilish or something.
Sure. What's the epilogue, do you think, for Pissboy and Imogen?
I don't know. I think he probably like hangs out in the retirement home like for a weirdly long time until his manager's like, you got to get out of there.
To live in your own.
No.
It just feels like home.
Perfect.
It's the only place I've ever felt accepted.
So I think he's going to like, and we also like teach him like how to Google like the modern day computers, because like we like as old people have been like kind of keeping up on like things to an extent. Like it's like we're by no means like experts, but like we know how to Google and like Skype our grandchildren, and so like we teach him kind of like how to do that. And then I think when he moves, Imogen's gonna be like has just like, he's like, oh, like Imogen, like I'm moving, and then so on moving day she has like all of her stuff packed and she's like, I'm ready. And like I feel like he would just be like not have the heart to be like, dude, you're not coming. So Imogen lives with him now.
Yes, good.
And I feel like he would be like, Imogen, the Netflix isn't working. She'd be like, oh dear, let me come help you, and just like come over and be like, you put in the password wrong.
Shakes cane.
I love this so much. Yeah, every time you come in and hit the slot machine, the Playboy slot machine, Calliope's like, so how's Pissboy doing? Like always asking you.
I also think Imogen would be like, are you I think I would probably say, like, I would say yes, and like every time I would like bonk him and just be like, call that lovely girl Calliope. She's wonderful. She's part of why I was able to find you and how we got you to fame, sir.
I told you I'm dating Billie Eilish.
I don't care if you're dating a boy. You should still call her. She's a good girl.
Very good. I think that's the conclusion of the Pissboy saga. Pissboy becomes famous.
We
Pissboy...
still have viewers. Can you guys believe that?
Shocking. Thanks, guys.
Truly shocking. Shout out to everybody who Long run. It honestly didn't get as gross as,
Yeah, it could have
any of
gotten
us
so much
thought.
worse.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for hanging out on stream and playing this game. Just for anybody who came in at the end and maybe missed the first part of the stream.
No defamation happening here.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't even know if that's defamation. It's just, it's fine. Melanie, what else have you got going on? Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Melanie. I played this game here, and I've played other games on this channel too that you could probably check out on Taylor's YouTube channel. Stuff I got going on. After this, I'm moving, and hopefully my brain solidifies a little bit better. And I'll probably will be on future streams, and I'll definitely be in the chat for the Sword Lesbian one that's coming up. But I'm so excited to watch you play, Mila. And definitely in the Borrowers one, because that all sounds wonderful. So come hang out with us. I'll be in chat modding it up, I guess.
Yeah. Sierra, what about you?
I'm Sierra, or Super Silly Sierra on the internet. Next Friday, I have that preview for Free Comic Book Day if you'd like to join us. We have Pride coming up in June, a whole stream on a bunch of queer stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Also, a little bird told me that you're going to have a stream where you eat an entire cake. Is that...
So,
style?
a specific kind of pervert could come to those.
You're really into cake stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be happening June 5th. I'm going to try to eat an entire cake live. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. But yeah, well, it's a lot of fun. We'll see.
Yeah. And Mila, what about you?
Hello, I am Mila, and I am also on Twitch over at TrollMila. And I also mod here, so you'll also see me here a lot. My plug is going to be, again, to go buy every single one of Tag's games, because every single one is absolutely amazing. And this one is an absolute hoot. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's what I have going on. Oh, also the Thirsty Sword Lesbians, because that is going to be so great.
Yes.
I'm very excited.
I'm very excited for that.
Excited.
Yes, and links for everyone who's on the stream are in chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, watching the VOD, they'll be in the description. And then also in the chat, if you want to buy and play this game, you should. It's on itch, and you can do that. The link is also in chat and will be in the YouTube description. And then also you should follow Tag on Twitter, which that's also in chat. I'm going to wrap up stream on here, so I'm going to do that solo. So, for the other three of you, do you want to say goodbye to chat and also goodbye to the YouTube VOD?
Bye, chat. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Piss,
Goodbye.
piss, kiss, piss,
Piss,
Kiss,
piss,
piss, piss, piss.